You guys gonna be all set?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so. I thank you very much.
Sure.
How can I get? We should go going the other way. Why? This person did, yeah, I think. Yeah. You got your ready. Oh, it's really. You can't get a great public focus. Yeah. Oh, I agree. I just have this link that I post online. I don't have any ID password. So you gotta remember a live. So it is. Can't give the out. It's focusing back here.
This is yours.
There you go.
Sold. Testing, testing. Testing. Testing, testing.
Oh, but they, listeners part of it. Did you see where Nikki? Yeah, she was talking to Mike Rowe.
Rose over there.
Just trying to be as transparent as possible. This one's Gavin. Yeah.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Mhm. No, that's pastel. I was leaning.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Tired. Be back at the command stall.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
We're also getting that. Whatever your lives.
EMS. I don't know this. The principal gave me a little stuff.
Right.
And that's where I was, he's like, oh, you gotta go.
What internet are you connected to?
I had them set up for EMS. Whatever, can look like alligator.
Well, long distance.
Yeah, because.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the one they gave us. They just, who called me?
This is what your principal was going.
Internal one. This is the one that I get, the feelings are great.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
delete
saying.
that. Probably their internal. That's funny.
No, he said this was gas. I mean, I'll never use it. Okay. I deleted it.
Heard your signal. I was laying home.
Just gave this to me, it's my phone. Drop it off.
You can take off. I need to apply.
Where's your truck? I'm leaving the truck.
Resources. He's gonna have a lot of going forward to this stuff. Literally 55%. So from that, I do have a statement here that I'd like to. Good afternoon, thank you, Ferguson, my name is Pascal Arns. I am currently the incident commander. I'm attached to this management team. I did have work on my security brought up, to help manage the incident, and help stabilize the incident. And I have a great team with me, a very strong team, and we've been on many of these. But I want to say that I've been around and worked with a bunch of great commissioners, other responders. It's just been a tremendous, experience. Mitigate the incident and move forward into the recovery phase. I'm going to try to give a comprehensive summary of the work that has taken place over the last 3 days. So our mission, obviously, has been to protect lives and stabilize the incident. but then start laying that foundation for that long-term recovery. But I'm very proud of what has been accomplished under some extremely challenging conditions. Stabilizing the incident, protecting the lives, searches were done, and then Task Force One was here, provided those. There's been a lot of efforts going on with DIPSCO to restore power. They've made some great progress. And debris management, a lot of progress has been made there. The roads have been, at least the major thoroughfares have been cleared. And there was a document that's been passed out on some other things that are going to be talked about here in a little bit more concerning debris management. Over the last 72 hours, recovery teams have been fully engaged with coordinated operations across the damaged area. Immediately following the tornado, incident command system was set up, a unified command that integrated local responders and resources. So we get those proper resources out and that information flow. We rapidly deployed assessment teams so we could start that preliminary damage assessment process into the recovery phase. They have been working tirelessly over the last day and a half, 2 days, to determine the scale of the impact, identify any other critical hazards that might be there, and map out additional or new priority zones for search, rescue, and access. First operational period, we supported search and rescue operations, assisted with structural triage, worked side by side with fire, EMS, and our great law enforcement partners to ensure that every accessible home and structure was checked. Then a secondary search was then done again to make sure that every structure, business, and home was checked again to ensure that we had all residents accounted. Over the second and third days, logistics and planning staff, they continued to coordinate resource deliveries, ensured responders had the equipment that they needed to successfully perform their duties, and supported shelters and supply distribution chains and points with information and operational guidance. We've maintained direct communication with our partners from the State Emergency Operations Center so we can expedite those things that are truly needed to be done with power, utility restoration, debris removal, and any other public safety operation. Our communications teams, they have worked tirelessly to provide accurate and timely updates, dispel rumors, and assist with additional resources that might be coming in, whether those are state, local, at this point. We've also supported the establishment of safe work zones, coordinated with volunteer organizations, and facilitated pathways for additional response personnel that are entering the county. So every step taken from the very point of the impact of the tornado to this point, it's truly concentrated on safety and hazard mitigation. But now we're leaving that, what we call that response phase. We're moving into that recovery phase, and the recovery phase is truly the one that's going to take a long, long time. Now that the immediate life safety operations threat has been mitigated and the response has been stabilized, it's appropriate to shift that primary coordination to the next phase. So the incident management team, we will be demobbing in the next 24 hours. And at this point, we will be transferring that command back over to the Newton County Emergency Management Director. He will then guide you through this upcoming recovery phase and work closely with state and if the opportunity comes up, federal partners to as this moves forward. I've worked with Matt for the last several days, and it's truly been a great experience working with him. And also know that Matt always still has access to the State Emergency Operations Center for any additional resources, concerns that he may have that we can support. I'd like to thank all the residents of Lake Village, Newton County. I've personally not been involved in the tornado, so I cannot stand up here and say I know what's going through. I have been on a lot of tornadoes at home, and I have seen a lot of things. But one thing I've seen in this community is resilience, the camaraderie, how this community has come together. And it's been very touching. It's been an experience I know I will never forget. I want to thank all of you for allowing myself and our team to come up. And if there's anything that we truly can do, that is what we are here. So thank you again. The fire chief wants to give an update with some resources and some different things. So I'm going to turn it over to him. Chief.
Good afternoon. I don't really have a whole lot to add to that, except, I love our community. Every department in this county responded to this call. There were departments that I don't even know that who they were and where they were from, but they were from at least 70 miles or more away. So Saturday, tomorrow, Rensselaer is going to send an internet for the crew. So we can get, so basically what I'm going to explain to you is to give our guys a break so they can be with their family, get some rest, assess their own damage. Saturday, Rensselaer is going to have an engine and a crew here 8 to 5. Sunday, Lowell is going to send an engine and a crew from 8 a.m. and stay till 8 a.m. Monday morning. Monday and Tuesday, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. the state is aligning help for us. Those off hours, we at Lake Township will cover our own territory and help protect calls. Since the search and rescue was concluded for our department to this point today, it's going to 11. EMS in our area has had a total of 12. So that is my update that's happening.
Sheriff Cochran, I'm going to ask that we take a couple moments for a moment of silence for the 2 lives lost. Gentlemen, please remove the hats. Thank you. Please keep that family in your prayers. I don't have much to add either. We've been posting every day and trying to keep the information flowing as best as we can. Some of those postings have reached over 500,000 people, and the only reason I mention that is because that's also generated offers of assistance coming in from all over the nation. We will continue to patrol just as we have since the moment of touchdown. And I'm going to beat this drum to death as loud and as often as I can on these scams. Watch out for them. Be alert. Be cautious. Do not fall for high pressure contract signing. Do not fall for demands of cash down payments. We have posted and will continue to share the information about the contractor registration program. And we do welcome those that want to do it right. You're going to need the help. They just need to do it right. So we will welcome them as long as they follow the right process. The volunteers, area residents and organizations, and every volunteer fire department, not only in our county, but around the immediate area, has sent people to help. Their families are joining in with that. And they have contributed countless hours of hard work and dedication. And we need to embrace the fact that our volunteer fire services around here are the true backbone of this community. Also, we have the health department here. Crystal, you want to stand? Wave your hand. All right, Crystal's here. If you have questions afterwards, you can get with her. She can help you with replacement of birth certificates, death certificates. If you have questions about that, please see Crystal about that. I've also been asked to announce that the church on 450 East Bob, where'd you go? Sorry, so the name of the church again? Community Church on 450 East north of 10, 5:30 to 7 on both Saturday and Sunday. Both Saturday and Sunday from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. are offering hot meals to first responders and all families. That if you just need a meal and some time to kick back, go over there and enjoy some of that fellowship.
Flyers in the back right now.
All right, he's got flyers in the back as well. Okay, if you're a contractor here looking for information, building departments here as well. You can check with them afterwards. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Abby Rossler with Boone County Board of Commissioners. First, I just want to thank all of you for being here. I know the last few days have been incredibly difficult. The only public roads in across the county. Many of you are dealing with damaged homes, disruptions in your daily life, and stress that comes with us, with sudden and devastating events. Please know that we see your hardship, we hear your concerns, and we're standing with you every step of the way. Before I go any further, I just want to acknowledge the tremendous strength and resilience this community has shown. Literally minutes after this tornado hit this community, neighbors were checking on neighbors, people were opening their homes. Strangers became helpers and blink an eye. I think that's the spirit that the village is built on. So it's going to carry us through the weeks and months and years ahead. I really also want to extend my deepest gratitude to our first responders, our firefighters, law enforcement, EMS crews, our Newton County Emergency Management Agency. Their response is immediate, professional, and life-saving. Our public works team, utility partners, volunteer groups, and many, many nonprofit organizations who rushed in to help and they deserve our sincere appreciation. I'm sorry, I'm emotional and I'm not good at public speaking, so I apologize. So yeah, I want to, I definitely want to also just say how deeply touched and thankful anybody and everybody, for volunteering, donating, and offering support. So just please, again, everything that you've heard today and throughout the last couple of days, please just coordinate and work through the proper channels. This ensures that volunteers are safe, you all are safe, and the resources are going to everybody who needs them. For those who need assistance, we do have shelters, resource centers, and distribution points available for food, water supplies, and internet use. If you or your family are feeling overwhelmed, please reach out. Mental health support and crisis resources are available, and they're absolutely no shame in asking for that, especially now. As we move forward, I just want to remind everybody that the recovery will not happen overnight. It will take time, but I promise you that Newton County is standing with you, and not just today, not just this week, but for as long as it takes for our community to become whole again. So thank you for your patience, your cooperation, and especially your strength.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stacy Rick Niemeyer. I'm most of the room. This area. So I see the response and was so overwhelming coming down here. I come from local government all my life. In public safety and funding first responders in the local level. And the response was overwhelming. And it really just sets a precedence of when we're talking about budget stuff downstate or locally and stuff. You guys are at the top of my list when it comes to funding public safety and first responders. This community wouldn't have had those here in this situation. I don't know what would have happened. You wouldn't have either. The response was overwhelming. You come down and the coordination and the responsibility was there and everything was getting done and it was just an amazing part of it. I was part of it. I got the governor's office pretty quick. We got the executive director for Homeland Security just called me for the state when I came down here today. They're gonna be out there with the recovery now, asking questions, what you need. Are you short on insurance money? What kind of financial help you may need? There's money in the state to look at some of those funds that are available for you. So answer those questions. There's gonna be sites you go online and fill out applications for that stuff, get it done. As I guarantee you, I'll follow through with it and see what applications have been put into this area and make sure it's being looked at real quickly. The federal stuff is there with the FEMA. They're looking at that. That's kind of out of my hands as a Congressman Barrett and the governor are looking strongly on the federal side of it, you know. And the only thing I want to say also is that your trustee, Nikki did a tremendous. I've known Nikki for a long time, I was a trustee for a long time, I'm minor in West Creek, and making sure the resources are there for public safety and making sure those things work down here. That's how it works, between the coordination of your volunteers and getting them assistance and money to provide. This is what it's all about, and especially like a town like Lake Village, it's not really a town, it's just it is a town, I guess, but your fire department and your trustee are probably your people, your go-to people in this area, always. So whatever you need from me, I'm involved in this on the local level and the state level. And I really appreciate everything that's been done out here for these first responders, and thank you.
Okay, before we get into your opportunity to ask questions, there's a couple things I want to cover real quick. Sheriff touched on it briefly. There's a lot of rumors out there, and he's been monitoring social media. Lori's been monitoring social media. But these are your go-to people. If it doesn't come from them, it didn't happen. If it's not coming from them, it's not happening. There's a rumor going around today that a first responder was injured, killed. It didn't happen. Okay? Put that rumor to bed right now. Second rumor that's been going around is about the siren. I'll cover the definition of an emergency siren real quick. Those sirens are meant to go off to alert people that are outside their homes. That's the entire purpose of that. I think the district commander here will agree with that, or EMA people agree with that. That's the purpose of an emergency siren. There are rumors that are going around that it did not go off. It did go off. Some say it did. Some say it didn't. There is going to be an investigation into that as this process continues, but it hasn't happened yet. It's not going to happen tomorrow. May not happen the day after tomorrow, because there are things that these folks up here are working very, very, very hard on. That right now is a little bit lower on the totem pole of priorities. They're going to get to it, and they're going to get you an answer, and they're going to be transparent about it. There's not going to be a cover up or anything like that. They're going to tell you the truth. If it went off, they're going to tell you. If it didn't go off, we're going to know. And if it didn't go off, it'll be fixed. Okay? So I want to put that rumor to bed right now, because I'm sure that was going to be a question coming up. All right. Thank you. Again, get your facts from a credible source. Please don't spread rumors. If you're going to spread anything, share the sheriff's post, share the EMA's post, share what is accurate. Don't speculate. It's coming from a professional source, 100%. It's frustrating when, and you can probably hear it by voice. It becomes frustrating when you hear things that are false. When you're out here when they're out here trying to do the best they can, the fire department's out doing the best they can, your sheriff's department's out doing the best they can. It becomes frustrating on you. And just so you folks have had a long 3 days, they have it as well. But going forward, like I said, they're going to be as transparent, not as possible. There's no as possible. They're going to be transparent, and you will know the facts. So we're going to go ahead and move on to your opportunity to ask questions. Myself and Mr. Klein, we have microphones. He's right there. We're going to walk around the room and provide you an opportunity to ask questions. I would ask you that please keep your questions as concise as possible, and please be respectful. I want to get to as many questions as we possibly can. If you have a question for someone directly, the individual, whether it be Adam, Steve, Rob, whoever it is, go ahead and say that first. Addie, I have a question for you, whatever. Certain things people are going to know. Okay, so we're very confident this is the best we can. Okay, It's your client. Just finding the item for starting the investigation. You want to go ahead and get started with this?
Hello, Mike Moore. I have a question for you. What is the process of that in the community? Where do we have, are you able to dumpster down, or are you able to be able to, the county highway come around, the state departments, you know, we're down some backroads in the last couple of days. And I see that our residents getting filed. Obviously, the wind today, we get into that doors with it blowing across the fields, especially from 650 heading our way east. So I guess that's the biggest question for me, just out in the rural area, how are we gonna get that debris, and can we start hauling that off? We gotta take care of that, or that's something the residents need to do on their own.
This Saturday, the next step is landfill integration garage and stay open for all just us, the county residents, I guess, yeah,
Yeah, it's good, folks.
the next Saturday, it's not this coming tomorrow, next Saturday, it's open. You can haul it yourself, have a dumpster left, us. It was just too short notice to get it done tomorrow. And then with weather we had today, we couldn't. I'm out, you know, when I get hurt. So. But we need to separate our garbage. We have like what they call white garbage, appliances, TVs. It can't all go in the same dumpster together. You gotta have building materials in one. Appliances in another. Any lumber that goes in a pile somewhere, separate, that's not one landfill. So. That answers your question.
Follow.
Okay, I have a question over here.
Has anyone been in contact with the railroad company that runs east of the 300 to ask them to start maintaining that? So those trees will stop growing and falling onto our properties?
I cannot answer that, but we can look into that. Take your own jurisdiction.
I have a follow-up on the digger removal. How long will that continue? I know.
We're not gonna get all that in one day.
I know the highway department was in my subdivision, they're kicking it out,
Yeah.
but. Will it be available in 2 weeks?
I bet we're working on that. We're looking, so.
Okay.
They're working very well with us and. They'll be there for us, yes.
Okay, for one, I know, businesses and moments, starting Monday to Friday, we've had so many donations, like probably a semi truckload from baby stuff all the way to elderly stuff. It's going to be free. We're gonna set up anybody from Kankakee all the way to Wheatfield is welcome to come grab anything. And that would be all day long available for anybody. Two, I did have a question. You talked about the tornado sirens, and I don't know. I live close to the border, so I hear Illinois and Indiana. I did see Sunday, we were supposed to have horrible weather, possible tornadoes. Are they going to look into that before that happens?
We're gonna as fast as we can.
No, and I understand. I
You
appreciate it.
have Sheriff Carlton's app, just an amazing app. It can work as your side.
Okay, and then when it comes to rebuilding, are they going to do any permit relief with permit prices or anything like
We're working
that?
on it, yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's been so helpful in this community. Every single person has been kind and helpful, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, so, Rick had mentioned earlier about applications and stuff for people to be able, who have lost everything. We know insurance companies are come up short for a lot of these people who have lost everything. We know that's coming, so I'm wanting to know how we're gonna be able to get that information to them. Where's it gonna be posted at?
These guys over here, these guys over here are helping us with that right now to get federal funding to help with that shortfall. And there will be, there's a lot of help out there. We just gotta get the record forms filled out,
Right.
and we're gonna help you do that.
Okay.
And it'll be posted on county websites. And of course, come get it.
think that's what we want.
Anyone else? This is a great opportunity.
Are there gonna be dumpsters then around locally for others to be able to put products in? You know, I mean, their waste, all the
Yes.
properties.
They're gonna be moved around. It's like, we're trying to work in one area and then another area. They only have so many dumpsters.
No, I
Yes,
he posted them.
Yes,
where they will
yes.
be- So it'll be on the site,
yes, we're
on
working.
the share site, pages.
I got one more question.
Hi, I know there's a lot of monetary donations that are making to like local banks and stuff. I was wondering if the community is able to apply for some of the, like, is there gonna be local grants available?
Yes. And that's where you can work with trustees, because we want as local as possible. They can know who to help the most and who needs the most, and yes, it's there. It's all gonna be split here with you.
Okay, so there's a lot of residents and a lot of people that are running their own equipment, heavy equipment, tractors and stuff like that. Are they, I know we've had some diesel fuel that was donated to us, and it's at a certain location, I believe out on the house maybe. Is there gonna be more of that available to us that we can get? Because I know that, I don't know, lost a lot of stuff, they got a lot of people out there working, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure it out. We just actually had that conversation an hour ago, so I'm letting out start working on it.
So you know, some people, you know, would they be able to go get it from the?
Yes, we're trying to work it out. This just came up an hour ago. Thanks, how I know.
Yes.
If anyone in the room needs, for the assessor's office, I need the top part filled. I need the top part filled out only, and then sign your name, print your name and the date. I realize that people probably, if you're sitting in here, don't know what section, range, lot number and things, but please give us your physical address. And then that will help the assessor get to the proper property.
And could we have it possibly take a picture, some pictures with that, just to have on record?
Actually, Kristen will be the one that's going to go to the houses. And she will, yeah, she is,
Why they're gonna have to be great if something.
okay, yeah. So,
Thanks, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
Hey, John.
No, hold on.
One or two questions. My name's Larry York. I live down on 890. State of Savington. The person behind me is Mr. Robinson. Devastated, the roof is all gone. He can't even live in his house. Next to him, to the west side of him, their house is completely gone. Number two, I've lived in Lake Village now going on 55 years. That siren that was mentioned has always went off. Always. This came from. It didn't stop. I only live down here on 890. Nobody ever came to my house. Even checked on me and the wife. I'm gonna be nice. I can be good. There's a few people here in this town. Look up at this town as the home. Our homes has been taken away from us. Now we're gonna bring people in here to take care of all the debris. I have dealt with FEMA before when I lived up north. I had to pay for it. I'm not gonna pay for that.
My roof wasn't taken away from my home. The electric, I had no heat, no electric until today. I got a gentleman just sent to my writer over here. I know what he's went through. I know it exactly, almost like exactly how much money he's put into his property. It's devastating, it's gone. Nikki Hanger. She's a sweetheart. And so is her husband. They do their best for under all circumstances. The fire department. All the people that has come over to my house in the last 2 days to clean up my yard. I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I usually don't say that, but this is hit home. Everybody here is hit home. It's proven to me from what I have seen, like village people will stick together and try to help each other. That's what it's all about. My father told me years ago, life is not all beaches and creams. We're all chipping together, try to help each other. Silence is not softball.
I'm really sorry about that. You're really looking at me. Why?
I don't know, I don't know why, but they need to fix it because these people in this area right here depend on it, so. That's what we pay the taxes for, yeah.
We're gonna do the best we can to figure out why.
Well, I'm gonna be done, but the thing is, I know they can hear me without. They hear me without. I've been told to open my mouth and struggle with the flooding. It's okay, but I'm not going to mixture of my listen to mouth and not just get right. It's very fine. Run that myself, I'm quiet. I just live in our home. We just don't know. It's a talk here. And so hopefully the one is one free. Follow the car. Well, you got this, that.
So do you have power now? Okay.
It's even, quick question. I just want to follow up on what everybody's asking here, the good questions. What is our central point of keeping track of this? Did we get a chance to take a page? We're gonna put it on the county website. There's a lot of questions. You guys give these answers. Where are we gonna put back stuff? So that there's links so people can access stuff. I think our county website probably that, but just so you can tell everybody where we're gonna put all this stuff. Some kind of centralized page, get it set up so that the community can access that stuff and then. You know, our EMS and everybody and Rob and those guys can take care of what they need to or whatever the state has to. I just think you guys can give us a centralized location where we're gonna put that, and then we can start sharing that publicly. Will help everybody with questions, where the customers are gonna be, where our, you know, call Frederick or the landfill, when they're gonna come out, stuff like that. So that we can just keep that rolling and try to get that information as real time as possible for the community. So if you guys can tell us that, that would be great.
So we have been diligently putting all of the information as we get it on our county website, and Sheriff has been sharing it, making videos. I guess my question would be to all of you, where's the easiest place that you are getting your information? I know that people aren't on Facebook, people don't have social media or means to those types of things. What is the easiest for you, where you're gonna get it and you're gonna have it right away?
Verbal.
Verbal?
To the people, it's not the computer. That's not it, but the computer. I don't care if you got fixed that, 6 days, or whatever.
And I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
It's also under 78 years old. I'll figure out for myself. I learned and hands-on. It's the people in the bills. The people to speak up and come to the law, tell what's going on. It's not. That's all that is. Nobody knows nothing. I didn't know about this show today. I didn't know about this, about this.
I don't need them back.
We have a question back here. Yes.
Sorry. I'm dizzy now. Oh, I didn't. So that the fire. For any of you that need clean up yet. Need help with that kind of thing. Please, during daylight hours, stop in at the firehouse and give the designate their name and number, your name, number, and add. I'm sorry, I'm old. And so the community center on that road. And please give us your information so that we know where to go next. Who needs what level of attention you need, that'd be great. Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brian of Lake Village. Someone touched on it earlier, but as far as I guess what I call grief counseling, there's a place to go to just have a cup of coffee and get some mental health. Would that be on the website? Where the health department, where would be a good place to start with that for some folks here that may need that?
Hey, Brian, we've actually got some local people that are counselors that have offered their services. So let me work on that and we'll get that posted. To go back to the question, it really didn't get answered about where do you want information. I think Commissioner Rosser had a pretty clear question. We'll try to get Mr. York clear on what you said. Not to be elementary school about it, but show of hands, how many people would prefer Facebook? Quick show of hands. Okay, how many people have the Sheriff app? Okay. If you have a smartphone, download the Sheriff app. We'll post it on Facebook, all that, but it seems like if we post it on the Sheriff's Facebook page, which Matt has an EMA page, you can watch that. I'll share his stuff. The commissioners have theirs. We'll try to filter all that stuff to ours and get it out on the Sheriff app. And if that seems to be the best way of communicating and getting information to you, that's what we'll do. We'll work with the fire chief to see if maybe there's a public notice board, firehouse somewhere that there's information that can be shared. I mean, believe me, our goal is to get Jennifer.
You can give us the library, we have all of the tools for the designer, where all tornadoes, we have receiving. Residents will welcome to come there, which is there 6 days a week. And we will help residents get the information they need. That's what we do on a daily basis. So if we don't have the information that they're looking for, we have the county contacts and we will help them reach out and get that information.
All right, so for now, Sheriff's Facebook, map, and we'll work with the library and the fire department. Did you have something else?
Where else you can sign up to be available to answer phone calls and any questions to help you with where they can be sent to.
I just want to address her question. We all live on 650 and, our main priority has been the cleanup and to actually be able to access our property. So, the only time that we knew that something was available was when Jay Hutch would show up or Cory Postma would show up or something, because our focus was to be able to at least get our belongings out or help the community or help the neighbor. So to us on 650, it would be beneficial for, I mean, my son going off all day, I put it in the camper because I can't. I need to focus on getting this stuff out of my house, but I can't get out. I need to focus on my children that are home and what focus on the needs of my neighbors. So if somebody could stop by, if there's something available, I mean, we didn't even know there was tools or anything at the firehouse until Jay Hutch came by and just dropped them off to us.
A sign sheet. We have a sign sheet. If you write down your name and address, we will have volunteers.
We did go by today, was the day that we left our property in daylight. So we would come there and after dark, but now we're actually staying in the RV, in an RV on our property, so we've not even left.
Great volunteers are trying to help,
I do want to say.
but we can't just, you
Yeah,
know,
no, I-
have you sign up.
But I do wanna say thank you to everybody who has reached out, who's shown up, who stopped by. The amount of work that's been done on our property, there was probably 80 between the three of our properties. We're in the middle. Our son and daughter are beside us, and then we have an older couple on the other side of us. We probably cleared 80 large oak trees. Jamie Little dropped off a loader and it cleared trees yesterday. It's amazing. I mean, it looks awful, but it looks amazing to us because we can finally see daylight. So Castonia's delivered that and it's awesome. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. If you need help, it's out there. We're willing to help you. If you need something, I mean, if we're getting something, somebody's giving us something and we'll pass it on. Thank you. Thank you. We have to stick together.
Thank you.
It's a village.
But everybody, if you need to help, we need to know what you need and where. So if you just come to the community center and give us your address, your name, contact. We can get a whole group of volunteers, look at one right now, we got a team out there. Need to know where we can work at, do for. Yeah, we can't just show them.
I just wanted to say, Jay was awesome also at the football players that came out and were so willing to do whatever needed to be done. It didn't matter who said, can you make my kid a sandwich? They would have asked if they want lettuce and are telling amazing kids. Our community has amazing children. A question, all be proud. Last night we had a fire, but all the cleaning up that was trying to do, we are not on our phone, we did not see the weather. And after your house, you are so on edge, and this fire department, everybody showed up, all of this strength, ready, and made us feel safe, you're terrified of your children, already not home. So I want to thank the fire department for last night too, coming. They early morning until 4 AM after already not sleeping. And seriously, Jay, if you could stand up, I want to say thank you so much. And that, amazing kids, amazing families, such a great village. That was amazing.
Yeah, I lived out on the east side and, I don't know what you guys think about them storm chasers. But them guys are right on the money. Cause it hit on the south end of town. It hit on the south end, it was headed right to my house. They said it went to the north. When we stopped out here, we're across. Everett's house was just like cobbles. Oak trees everywhere. And thank God, and everybody, that's storm chasers for 100%. They're crazy guys. They was on. They knew where this going to reach. Every time, like I'm open my mouth, they knew where this way it was going. And they saved me. Well, Lord, save you too. It's out, everybody goes down, the west side got hammered. Compared to the east side, we got it. But people out there, they need everything out there, everything.
And they'll get it, they will get it.
So let's talk about everything for just a second. I'm Lori Postma with Lake Township Fire Department. We immediately were able to set up the community center. And at first, we had paper, we had stuff trickling in. But now we have stuff. We have stuff to clean up stuff. We have shovels and rakes and everything. It took a little while to get it here, but it's all there and it's all free and it's all for all of you. And all you need to do is come there. We'll feed you hot meals. They're such wonderful people have brought all this food. They're bringing food every day. There's breakfast there. There's lunch there. There's dinner there. We've got people trying to bring it out to you if we don't see you there. It is there now. Please come and get it. We want to get it out there. We've got all kinds of water. We have all kinds of other things. There's plenty for everyone to get it. Our hours, currently, we're gonna open back up after the meeting until 6 o'clock. I've got people ready to man it, until 6 o'clock and come there right after. It's there, there's all kinds of, like the shovels and the rakes, there's even wheelbarrows and things like that. Things you need, trash bags, big giant garbage bags, toiletries, all that kind of stuff. Brush your teeth, we've got plenty of toothbrushes for everybody. And I just want to say that it's there, and we'll be there again tomorrow, and we'll be there again the next day. So let's get it out of our place and at your place. He's got a question.
Can we call if our things are blocked, you can't drive it?
Steve,
Pardon me?
who can you call? Roads are blocked or his driveway's blocked and can't get, community center to get things.
You can call one of us or the highway department directly.
And highway department?
Yes.
You got one over here.
I run a nonprofit called Yahweh Army, and we are out here trying to help anybody clean up that needs help. So if you need help with your property, we do have donations, we will deliver. We are cleaning. I also have a team that came in from across the country called Chainsaws for Christ. And they specialize in taking trees off of houses that are not demolished. So if you have a tree on your property, on your structure, and your insurance is not willing to pay for the removal, they will come remove the tree off your house for free. As long as your house is gonna be salvageable and not gonna be demolished. And if you guys need my contact information, how to get a hold of me. You can come see me, I'll wait around a few guys minutes over, I got a couple cards in my pocket, I'll give you my phone number. If you guys need anything brought to your house, if you just need someone to come out and pray with you guys, whatever you need, just give us a call and we'd be happy to come help you. But again, they're looking for people that really need their specialty, which is removing trees off structures, vehicles that are still salvageable.
Thank you very much. And there's other people to help too. And we can even list how many people that is willing to help do this.
My name is Sarah Moss. I'm the executive director for the Northwest Indiana chapter of the American Red Cross. You guys have probably seen us in and around the community in the last few days. We had a team on the ground today doing damage assessments, so we're working on wrapping that up. Once we get all of that wrapped up, we'll post or share or get with the right people to share for us where and when, what hours we'll be able to then meet with individuals who have been impacted to determine what kind of immediate needs that you guys have for recovery. In the meantime, while we're still working on finalizing all of that, you might see us around in the community in the next couple of days. We're going to be distributing some of the things that Lori just mentioned, rakes and tarps and gloves and garbage bags, things like that. And we'll also have hot meals on the emergency vehicle too. So if you see us out and about, we have some great volunteers who are going to be leading that operation here over the weekend. Come up and say hi, see what they've got, grab some food, grab whatever supplies that you need. And if any of you have some immediate needs right now, such as health services items, if you've lost glasses or prescriptions or hearing aid dentures, any of that, call 1-800-RED-CROSS. We're going to get someone in touch with you to meet with you and get something process started to get that stuff released. So, we've been around and able to, work in this community for the last several days, and I just want to say it's been our pleasure. So if there's anything you guys need, 1-800 Red Cross, we great research, or actually get a live person on the phone, that you're connected with.
Are there any other questions? Comments? No?
The relation outcomes you attend. Very well, football game, 55 hours. However, I'm glad that we're, feel. Wrong. Yeah,
I keep up right. Like.
Thanks for coming. Meeting's over, your questions. I'd love to thank the whole team, everybody, particularly. Sheriff Office, thanks for having Dan. Pictures that.
So if I speak to my individual one-on-one, and you can ask a question in person, feel free to come out and speak to them directly and thank you.